people are romanticizing that BuzzFeed era where you just,
Mm.
you worked in Brooklyn and you went down, you wrote your little listicle articles, and there was a well-paid job doing that.
So I remember when I was doing my Financial Times article internship in 2009, and like the mentor that I was given, who was maybe 20 years older than me, was like, "Do not get a job in journalism." He was like,
Mm,
"Do not join an industry that's like dying or fighting for survival when you're at the
facts.
like cusp of your career, like the beginning of your career." And that was 2009. And then here's someone in the 2020s going, "Oh, if only I could have lived in the 2010s and like been a
Yeah.
journalist then. It was so much better then."
But it's interesting because if something is declining and continues to decline, then the
Mm.
person who's at the bottom of that decline is going to look at other parts of the decline that were much higher up on the scale of decline and be like, that was a better time. I mean, technically speaking, it was. People still believe that you could make money doing internet journalism. There was still that idea that a BuzzFeed could work, or a Mashable could work, or a TechCrunch could work. I think
Mm.
TechCrunch today actually is being sold off for parts. So there was that optimism. But obviously, if you were then, you were thinking actually when there was magazines and magazines were selling for like $10 and millions of magazines were being sold, that obviously was a better time. And when millions of newspapers were being sold, that clearly was a better time. So yeah, it's just interesting that we romanticize eras that we just missed because it was at an earlier stage of decline than the industry that is declining even further. It's interesting because also what that person's advice was very sage. You do not want to be in a sinking ship. So often what you view as someone's success is because of the fact they just caught the right tailwind.